the guy. If I was able to make 160 when I was fighting, I would have fought him.
You would have fought him?
I haven't seen nothing spectacular, but he's going out there doing what he has to do against the guys that he has faced. With my career, I only fought 2 fighters when I was, out of my career, only 2 fighters that I really fought where I was 100%. When I fought Diego Corrales, I was 100%. When I fought Arturo Gatti, I was 100%. Every other fighter, when I fought Cotto, I wasn't 100%. When I fought Pacquiao, I wasn't 100%. I had injuries basically through my whole career. But a true champion can adapt to anything and get through anything. So I did what I had to do, no matter what it took.
What you think about the double standard, Floyd? They asked you to move up and fight a middleweight, but then they tell...
That says a heck of a lot right there. He can fight. You showed the DONTAES Boxing Nation for the interview. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has come out and made headlines once again, speaking on Gennady Golovkin of all things. And in that previous interview, November of last year, actually, he spoke on Golovkin, pretty much saying, you know what, he's a solid guy, but he didn't see anything special in Golovkin. And he also said, Floyd Mayweather also said that if he could make 160, he would have no problems fighting Golovkin, which is a heck of a statement, because no matter how great you are, I think Kell Brook actually realized this. There is a difference between where you're just up against a guy that's too big and too strong, and it's a fine line. And once you cross that line, at some point you realize, I'm not gonna make it out of the end of this one. And I think 160 pounds was that fine line for Floyd Mayweather, and I don't think it's hard to say. It is hard to say, because when you're up against an opponent, they can't feel your punches, which is what Golovkin said. I think part of that is why he got hit so much. It's because Golovkin could not feel Brook's punches, so he just left his chin in the air, trying to back Brook up, wear him down, and eventually take him out in devastating fashion. It didn't end out like that, because it was stopped by Brook's corner. But anyways, this is what Floyd Mayweather had to say about Gennady Golovkin. If I was in Kell Brook's corner, I wouldn't have stopped that fight. Honestly, Mayweather told Fight Hype. Very, very close fight. Some had Triple G ahead. Some had Kell Brook ahead. I probably had Kell Brook ahead by a bit. But in the sport of boxing, it's about taking risks. I respect Kell Brook for taking a risk. Going up 2 weight classes. Now we're waiting for Triple G to go up and take risks like every other champion. And I think that's a really big statement, because it's just something that's very evident. Canelo Alvarez is the same situation, because you know what? He was never really a true welterweight. He was always sort of junior middleweight to middleweight, and looking back at it, Gennady Golovkin needs to earn his star power. Canelo Alvarez had star power even as soon as he entered the ring. He had star power, because he was just chosen by Oscar De La Hoya. He was basically chosen, and De La Hoya saw something in him, and he knew this could be the next big thing. And look at where he is now. That's something you have to be very fortunate and very lucky to have, that kind of a backing. And Canelo has backed it up in the ring as well, taking out guys like Miguel Cotto, taking out guys like Erislandy Lara, at least getting that victory, although a very arguable victory. It just is what it is. So Mayweather saying Golovkin should take a risk and move up in weight. I absolutely agree. I think it's about time. And you know what? If he doesn't want to do that, that's fine. Fight the top guys in middleweight that aren't named Canelo Alvarez, because you know what? Canelo wants to fight September 2017, so you have a lot more opponents left. Golovkin's promoter is bringing up Danny Jacobs a lot, and I think that would be a very interesting fight. But let's see if that's even happening, because at this point, everything a promoter or a fighter would say, you got to take with a grain of salt. It's not something that you would take at 100% and trust and credibility. So those are my 2 cents. This has been E King Fight News.